Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Andy. Thank you for being here. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your own research for entertainment purposes and allegedly. Hello, you guys. Hope you're doing well. Cold spell's coming. I had some errands to run today and a doctor's appointment, and here I am. And I visited my sister-in-law and did a little time to myself today and did a little cleaning, and here I am. Finally, I decided, okay, I found something I can read on. There's a lot of discussion on X about Harry visiting the UK around May 6th, which is Archie's birthday. As we know, when they made the announcement outside the stables of the horses, he slipped up and said, wow, they grow so much in 2 weeks. So actually that May 6th would not be accurate. It'd be 2 weeks before the May 6th because they're claiming May 6th is the day. So anyways, he shows up beginning of May. So people are asking, well, what about the kids? What about the kids? So I figured, why not just throw something here? You know, a lot of people think that quite possibly he's a parent of a child that has absolutely nothing to do with Meghan. And, you know, so I don't know. I know I have always held my ground on not believing there is one. I think whatever they've been showing hasn't necessarily been him. It's been other people, kids, whatnot, photo layering, Photoshop, you name it. Nothing's off the table with this pair. So let's, you know, is Archie in the UK? Is there an actual Archie or another child? Maybe not even by the name of Archie. Maybe that's why I've gotten no. Maybe there's just another child and they're just claiming Archie. Is there a child that Harry is the parent of living in the UK? Is there a child that is Harry's offspring in the UK? Is there a child that's Harry's child offspring in the UK? Does he have a child in the UK? Does Harry have a child in the UK? Yes. Is the child's name truly named Archie? Is the child's name truly named Archie? Is it Archie? Is it named Archie? Is this child named Archie? Oh, wow, I got yes. Okay. We know Meghan's not the parent, so was this before a relationship before Meghan? Was this a short-term relationship before Meghan? Was this a relationship before Meghan? Yes. Yes, okay. That's interesting. Okay. I don't know what else to ask here. Jeez. So, let's get some cards on that. Well, there we go. Oh my, that was fast. Boom. Hello, birth of child. That's the seed of life. So he seeded a child. Challenging position is it just was war on. It was too many problems probably in the relationship. No one was backing down, so they had to go quiet, drop their swords for silence. Focal point. Came into a crisis mode. Probably that crisis mode was Meghan. I mean, in meeting Meghan. So it's cover your ass position of the Fool in reverse and not wanting to take any risks. Feeling ostracized. So that's a safe, you know, so not coming in, the universe wouldn't bless, people wouldn't bless, so it's out of wedlock, potentially. This is allegedly entertainment purposes. Maybe this is true, maybe not, but needing peace over the ostracized by the public, over the seed of life. So kind of like keeping a child in hiding here. Past position, yeah, they didn't want each other. Two of Cups in reverse. So there was a disconnect there. She probably didn't want him. Maybe they fought and argued, much like he does with Meghan, like he does with everyone. He's very triggered. He's very angry. He's very petulant. Plus, we know he's a user. So probably, you know, they didn't quite jive here. You know, there was no potential. It's a zero. It's a value of 0. So there really wasn't much potential there for the relationship here. So it's either a beginning or an ending. And so they ended the relationship, decided they weren't cut out for each other. Then we have here, and they're subconsciously what's driving the thing is they don't want the truth coming out with the Moon card in reverse. So there, now the truth is coming out. The truth probably will come out here. So all the illusions are crashing down. This is why I do personally feel that the super injunction has been lifted. That's why Radar Online, why TMZ, and all these channels are talking about, these places, news sources are talking about. So there we have family. Yeah. So then that's why. They're not together, but he goes. He's not completely joined and connected with the Two of Cups in reverse. So there's some emotional blocks there. And it's also a position of sickness and illness with the Two of Cups in reverse, and not open to receive love as well. The early stage of the relationship was broken early on, because upright, the Two of Cups is an early stage of relationships. And, upright, that Two of Cups on the table would be the duality of parenting, could be the duality of love and doing it together. So I think this just was never quite a relationship. This was probably just, oopsie. It was kind of like an oops seedling here. And in order for peace and to avoid the reality of people coming out, we're going to welcome this child into the family, because Six of Cups is the nostalgia. It is a kind of like welcoming. It's also consolidation of support of an inner child, so a young child. So using kindness and gifts, and there is some reconciliation here, but not really connecting. But the loyalty's there, the gifts are there. So he would come in realizing the truth could be exposed by being there, but trying to hope to keep the illusion and keeping the secret, where this is revealing the secret about this support, this inner child here. And it was an influence of the past. So this is someone from his past before Megan came along. Then we have here, there is a debate situation of the Two of Swords. So he had some decisions to make. And even though he couldn't see or hear, didn't want people to see or hear him coming and going, doing this, welcoming, bringing gifts. Then we have on outside influences, but it's basically wishes to be alone. It's also an escapism for him to be alone, coming alone, not doing it with Megan, because the Knight of Cups upright would be working with other people. The Knight of Knight of Pentacles upright would be, working till it works, and it works great, and things are, and never giving up. So this is sort of a giving up position. So it's like he had to give up the child, if there is one, if this is the case. And being alone, it's desire to be alone. So even though there's gifts being given, it's the desire to be alone with the child. So it would be why Megan would hold back and not go. And it's kind of like bad news probably for her, if there is a mother. It's kind of a bad news position with that pentacle in reverse. It's there's not a lot of devotion there. The devotion's in reverse, so it's just bringing gifts. It's debatable whether or not, with that Two of Swords, whether or not it's a good time or not, because of risk over exposure with the Moon card, and just wanting to keep it peaceful and on the down low. I'm getting the down low here. And there's no consistency with that Knight of Pentacles in reverse also. And it's kind of the loser energy. He doesn't have a lot going on. And it's also the cowardly position as well. So being cowardly in the situation and giving up in the situation and not really working hard for the parental energy there. And it's also avoiding confrontation. So it would be him avoiding confrontation, and with that pentacle down, we know Harry's not the most generous individual. So, he's not super reliable. The foundation's not really solid. It hasn't really been working very good, but he brings in gifts. The success just isn't there. And then we have here the High Priestess in reverse, but the secret's coming out, and Harry's it's not the most idealistic situation. It's an emotionally repressed, blocked situation. So being blocked, and being considered low vibe character. It's having to wear a social mask, and it's a 2 in reverse. So there's not the dualities, the involvement there. And the final outcome for this here is not being a father. Boy, this is landing just the way you would expect. King of Cups in reverse would be he's just not emotionally an emotionally available father, and being emotionally cut off. And so, you know, not a good father position, plain and simple. King of Cups in reverse. So not a family man, not understanding the human condition, not exactly being loved by all. The child probably barely knows him. It just kind of knows who he is, if there is such a thing. And just it's being unemotionally unavailable and having to manipulate the situation from the cutoff situation, not really being a father. And it's a never forgiving situation. Also, it's a self-serving situation, an emotional cheater position also. So she probably realized he's just not someone who's capable to control his impulses, because King of Cups upright can't control their emotional impulses. Harry cannot control his emotional impulses. So that's also the alcoholic position. Harry, as we know, is a very turbulent individual who is about himself. There's not a lot of peace being around him because he's just emotionally arrested development. He just doesn't understand himself, nor does he understand other people. He just has that low emotional IQ in a male form of an adult male body. So, with that lack of emotional IQ and that substance abuse, the heavy drinking, it looks like things didn't work out. So that's what I have here. You guys asked, here it is, and they're talking about it on X. So in order to heal, they want to heal the situation. It's also glowing up. They know in the center of the situation, this could just blow up and get a lot of attention. And the star, Harry, I would say, was hell-bent on becoming a celebrity. Instead, he likes attention, his attention just as much as Meghan. Having optimism for the future, that this is the best-case scenario by not being a father figure here, and getting that wishes fulfilled. So that's just served Harry's purpose, since he's just sort of emotionally cut off anyways. And then focusing on probably the healing and being free from the situation, just like he's just a turbulent, emotionally unavailable, not good father material, and having to manipulate the situation with the 8 in reverse. And with that 8 in reverse here, he didn't really want to manifest the situation. He just wanted to free himself from the relationship, didn't want to be tied down to help or glow it up, or, bring in the essence. It was not divine timing. It was such bad, it was divine timing for the child, but if there is one, but wanting out of that situation and not really wanting it. So I'd say it was an unwanted pregnancy, and his wishes did not get fulfilled, and wanting to get out and escapism, like, okay, it's here, it could glow up here, it should bring renewed hope and healing for him, because he always talked about wanting to be like his brother, and expectations met, but he didn't want those expectations. He just wasn't he's just a turbulent, emotionally unavailable, arrested development man who just wants his freedom for himself to glow up, in essence. And he has expectations for himself, but wanting to be free. I got to be free. I'm a traitor. I got to be free. No, I don't want to stay connected to you. Yeah, okay. We can't keep up the lie. Everyone probably knows. So I'd say maybe this is what the royal family does know, if they know of an Archie. Now, in terms of Lilibet, I don't believe at all. I have gone back and forth on the Archie. For a long time, I did say, okay, maybe there's one in the UK. And then I started thinking, no, there were so many layerings and so much Photoshop that I just kind of stuck to the guns of just not potentially even being one. But there could be. It is tarot, and hopefully it's landing the way I would expect it. Which is bizarre. So this, to me, would have been a total out of wedlock before Meghan. Probably cheated on Meghan with this other person, and this Archie came to be. And he already had his plans and formed already, which was he planned on, glowing up and leaving the relationships and leaving the UK, with Meghan prior to nuptials. This whole finding freedom was pre-calculated. that we never planned on staying. So this is why I'm seeing this, as because they never wanted to stay. They wanted to go be celebrities and being emotionally cut off and not really caring. But family's family. I'm going to take some gifts here, some gifts and kindness, kind of like what they do with their charity. You know, okay, I'll give a little gifts here. And that's what I see here. So yeah, there you go, you guys. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think of this. Crazy. All right, you guys. Until next time, like and subscribe. Bye, you guys.